Welcome, welcome, welcome. Burnt flowers fall. Ska, 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 ska. Burnt flowers falling. Check, 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 check. Professional paranormal research. It's PPR Scully. Journals of Awakening. Journals of Awakening. Ska, ska, ska. Journals of Awakening. Learn and grow with Anne. Learn and grow with Anne. Tingle, tingle, tingle. DJ, DJ, DJ. Ska, 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 ska. It's DK, DK, ska, 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 ska. DK tingles. Whoop, whoop. Super day, super day. Welcome to the show. Figment of Kimmy Kim. Sound check, check, check. Figment of Kim Kim's. Kiki, Kimmy Kim's. It's Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia. Ska, 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 ska. Eric Garcia. Test, 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 test. Test, test. Sounds good. Well, you're in the Ska Zone. It's another one. Another time. Place. It's a job, 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 job. A job, 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 job. A job, job, job. Don't let me miss anybody. The NDT show. Welcome. I'm Scully, the author at Ritz. Tonight we're going to read a little F. Scott Fitzgerald. Earbuds in, push them deep. Share it out. They're coming in. Share it out. Scott, 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 Scott. One more time. Greetings begin. Time to relax. Gonna read a little bit to you. Just kick back and enjoy the show. Soon to come. Production of grace. You're the one that I want. tingle, 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 tingle. Nicky Rose, Ska, 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 Ska. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. Enjoy the show. Your time now. Kids tucked in, kicking back and get your boys in, whatever it is. Well, alright. I want you to tell yourself, well, let's let it track out. Let it track. Let it track. Scott, 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 Scott. Come on in, buddy. Pull up the seat. It's time to relax. Come on now, let's go. Enter the sweet forest. Enter the hot dream. Come with us. Welcome to the House of Thrillers. I'm Scully. I'm the author that reads to you. Tonight, we're going to be reading The Diamond as Big as the Ritz. So buckle up. It's quite the ride. And we'll see you on the other side. John T. Younger came from a family that had been well known in Hades. A small town on the Mississippi River for several generations. And John's father had held the amateur golf championship through many a heated contest. Mrs. Unger was known from hot box to hot bed. As the local phrase went. Welcome to the Tinkle Room. For her political addresses and young John T. Younger, who had just turned 16, danced all the latest dances from New York before he put on long trousers. And now, for a certain time, he was to be away from home. That respect for New England education, which is the bane of all provincial places. Dreams and yearly of the most promising young men that seized upon his parents. Nothing would suit them but that he should go to St. Midas School near Boston. Hades was too small to hold their darling and gifted son. Now in Hades, as you know, if you've ever been there, names of more fashionable preparatory schools and college mean very little. The inhabitants have been so long out of the world that, though they make show keeping up to date in dress and manners and literature, they depend to a great extent on hearsay, and a function that in Hades would be considered a library would doubtless be held by a Chicago League princess as perhaps a little tacky. John T. Unger was on the eve of departure. Mrs. Unger, with maternal utility, packed his trunks full of linen suits and electric fans, and Mr. Unger presented his son with a asbestos pocketbook stuffed with money. Slide, slide, slide. Remember, you're always welcome here, he said. You can be sure, boy, that we'll keep the home fires burning. I know, answered John huskily. Don't forget who you are and where you came from. You can do nothing to harm you. You're an Unger from Hades. So the old man and the young shook hands, and John walked away with tears streaming. 10 minutes later, he passed outside the city limits, and he stopped and glanced back for the last time. Over the gates of the old-fashioned Victorian motto seemed strangely attractive to him. His father had tried time and time again to have it changed something a little more push and burgle by it, such as Hades, your opportunity. So John took a look and then set his face resolutely toward his destination. And as he turned away, the lights of Hades against the sky seemed full of a warm and passionate beauty. ATWP popcorn. Everybody's kicking back, listening to Scully for a little bit. It's David Lynn, proper principal. St. Midas School is in half an hour from Boston in a Rolls-Pierce motor car. The actual distance will never be known, for no one except John T. Unger had ever arrived there save in a Rolls-Pierce. Probably ever will again. St. Midas is the most expensive and the most exclusive boys' preparatory school in the world. St. So John's first 2 years there passed pleasantly. The fathers of all the boys were money kings, and John spent his summers visiting the fashionable resorts. While he was very fond of all the boys he visited, their fathers struck him as being much of a piece. In his boyish way, he often wondered at their exceeding sameness. When he told them where he was home, he would ask jovially, "Pretty hot down there?" John would muster a faint smile and answer, "It certainly is." His response would have been heartier Have they not made all joke with this? The vintage hippie. Ska vintage. In the middle of the second year at school, a quiet, handsome boy named Percy Washington had been put in John's form. The newcomer was pleasant in his manner and exceedingly well dressed for St. Midas. For some reason, he kept aloof from the other boys. The only person with whom he was intimate was John T. Ingram. But even John, he was entirely uncommunicative concerning his home or his family. That he was wealthy went without saying, but because a few such deductions, John knew little of his friend. It was only when they were in the train that Percy became, for the first time, rather communicative. One day, while they were eating lunch and they were discussing things about school, and Percy suddenly changed his tone and made an abrupt remark. My father, by far the richest man in the world. How you doing, Sam Van? The vintage hippie. Oh, said John politely. He couldn't think of an answer to make to this. He considered that's very nice, but it sounded hollow and was on the point of saying, really? But refrained since it was seemed to question Percy's statement. Such an astounding statement could scarcely be quoted. By far the richest, repeated Percy. John cut in. I was reading in the World Almanac that there was one man in America with an income of over $5 million a year. 4 men with incomes of over $3 million a year. And oh, they're nothing. Percy's mouth was half moon of scorn. Catch penny capitalists, financial small fry, petty merchants, and money lenders. My father behind and not know he'd done it. How is he? Why haven't they put down his income tax? Because he doesn't pay any. At least he pays a little one, but he doesn't pay any on his real income. He must be very rich, said John. I'm glad. I like very rich people. BTGIF, welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The richer a fella is, the better I like him. There was a look of passionate frankness upon his dark face. Heck, I visited the Schlitzer Murphys last Easter. Vivian Schnitzler. Murphy had rubies as big as hen's eggs and sapphires that were like globes with lights inside them. I love jewels, Percy said enthusiastically. Of course, I wouldn't want anyone at school to know about it. I've got quite a collection myself. I used to collect them instead of stamps. And diamonds? Continued John eagerly. The Schnitzler Murphys had diamonds as big as walnuts. Oh, that's nothing. Percy had leaned forward and dropped his voice to a low whisper. That's nothing at all. My father has a diamond bigger than the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. Ska. How's everybody enjoying that story so far? That's Scott Fitzgerald, diamond as big as the Ritz. I was in the part one there. Say hey to everybody. TWP, what's poppin', bro? How you doing, David Lynn Prepper Principal? It's a little bit of a tongue twister. David Lynn Prepper Principal. TGIN. Vintage tinkle. Get some magic juice and a little bit of a Ness lover. Hey Ness, how you doing, darling? Just got through part one of Diamond as Big as the Ritz. Tingle, tinkle, tinkle, said Johnny. Johnny Small Pepper. Johnny Small Pepper. Ness lover. Johnny Small Pepper. Learn row then. Switch that music up here while I'm adjusting my shelf. While I'm adjusting my tie. Don't hit the wrong button, Scully. Tales told in the dark. Tales told in the dark. Love tingles. Tales told in the dark. Here for the rock candy. Boy, I missed being here. Boom, chicka rah. Boom, chicka meow. Boom, chicka rah. Boom, chicka rah. Doing a job. A job, tingle, tingle, tingle. Scoop, 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 scoop. Let's go. And go. H school, TG school, school. The Montana sunset lay between two mountains like a gigantic bruise. in which dark arteries spread themselves over a poisoned sky. Let's try that again. Hang on. Computer catch up. And there's a lot of shrimp and grapes. Shrimp and grapes. The Montana sunset lay between two mountains like a gigantic bruise from which dark arteries spread themselves over a poisoned sky. Something wasn't right there either. Hang on, that sound alright? How'd that sound, England? In the immense distance under the sky crouched the village of fish. Minute, dismal, and forgotten. There were 12 men, so it was said, in the village of fish. 12 somber and inexplicable souls who sucked the lean milk from the almost literally bare rock, in which a mysterious populatory force had begotten them. They become a race of all. These 12 men of fish, like some species developed by an early whim of nature, which on second thought had abandoned them to struggle and extermination and diabolical debate. Feeling good. Now the blue, black bruise in the distance crept a long line of moving lights on the desolation of the land. And the 12 men of fish gathered like ghosts at the Shanty Depot to watch the passing of the 7 o'clock train, Transcontinental Express from Chicago. 6 times or so a year, the Transcontinental Express, though some inconceivable jurisdiction, stopped at the village of fish. When this occurred, a figure or so would disembark, mounting to a buggy that always appeared from out of the dusk, drop off toward the bruised sunset. The observation of this pointless and preposterous phenomenon had become the sort of code among the many fish. To observe, that was all. There remained in them none of the vital quality of illusion which would make them wonder or speculate. That was a legend might have loomed, grown up around these mysterious visitations. The men of fish were beyond all religion. Bears, the most savage tenets of even Christianity, gained no foothold on that barren rock. So there was no altar, no priest, no sacrifice. Only each night at 7, the silent concourse of the Shanty Depot, the congregation had lifted up a prayer of dim, anemic wonder. On this June night, great brakeman, whom had they defiled anyone, who might well have chosen as their celestial protagonist, ordained that the 7 o'clock train should lead its human deposit fish. At 2 minutes after 7, Percy Washington and John T. Unger disembarked, hurried past the spellbound gate. Fearsome eyes of 12 men of fish. They mounted into a buggy which had obviously appeared from nowhere. Jimmy, welcome to Diabolical. Hey, James Makasaki. The vintage. After half an hour, when the twilight had coagulated into the dark, the man driving the buggy held an opaque body somewhere ahead of them in the gloom. In response to his cry, it turned upon them in a luminous disk which regarded them like a malignant eye out of the unfathomable. They came closer. John saw that it was the tail light of an immense otter, larger and more magnificent than any he'd ever seen. "Get in," said Percy to his friend. "Sorry we had to bring you this far in that buggy, but of course it wouldn't do for the people on the train or those godforsaken fellas and fish to see this automobile." "Gosh, what a car!" "What a car," John said in amazement. John saw that the upholstery consisted of 1,000 minute and exquisite tapestries of silk, woven with jewels and embroideries, set upon a background of cloth of gold. "They are lady, welcome." By this time, they were gliding along through the darkness toward the break between the two mountains. "We'll be there in a half an hour. Hour and a half, roughly," said Percy, looking at the clock. "I may as well tell you, it's not going to be like anything you ever saw before." "Hey, Sean, how you doing, buddy?" "Sean, morning. Ska. Kiki, my chat is glitching. I don't know. Might be me." If the car was any indication of what John would see, he was prepared to be astonished indeed. The simple piety. How do you say that word? Piety? Oh shit, can't remember how to pronounce that word. Piety, piety. Is it like a pie that you eat, piety, or like a PP, like piety? The simple piety prevalent in Hades. As the earnest worship of and respect for riches as the first article in its creed. That John felt otherwise than radiantly humble before them, his parents would have turned away in horror at blasphemy. Piety, okay. Thank you, Sean. I couldn't remember. Oh my gosh. It's like you start getting older, you know, and get how to pronounce things. Piety. If the moon shone down here, you'd see we're in a big gulch, said Percy, trying to peer out the window. He spoke a few words into the mouthpiece, and immediately the footman turned on a searchlight, swept the hillsides with an immense beam. Rocky, you see? An ordinary car would be knocked to pieces in half an hour. In fact, it'd take a tank to navigate it unless you knew the way. You notice we're going uphill now. They were obviously ascending, and within a few minutes the car was crossing a high rise. They caught a glimpse of a pale moon newly risen in the distance. The car stopped suddenly, and several figures took shape out of the dark beside it. Again, these two young men were saluted in the same dimly recognizable dialect. Except the word cables dangling from overhead were attached with hooks to the hubs and the great jeweled wheels. A resounding hey-ya! John felt the car being lifted slowly from the ground. Up and up, clear of the tallest rocks on both sides, then higher. You could see a wavy, moonlit valley stretched out before him in sharp contrast to the quagmire of rocks they had just left. Only on one side was there still, and suddenly there was no room beside them or anywhere around. It was apparent that they had surmounted some immense knife blade of stone projecting perpendicularly into the air. The moment they were going down again, finally, with a soft bump, they were landing upon the smooth earth. The worst is over, said Percy, squinting up. It's only 5 miles from here, an own road. It's all brick, all the way. This belongs to us. This is where United States ends, Father says. Are we in Canada? We are not. We're in the middle of the Montana Rockies. But you're now on only 5 square miles of land in a country that's never been surveyed. Why hasn't it? Did they forget it? No, they tried to do it 3 times. First time my grandfather, he corrupted a whole department of the state survey. Second time he had the official maps of the United States tinkered with. That held them 15 years. Last time was harder. My father fixed it so that their compasses were in the strongest magnetic field ever officially set up. He had a whole set of surveying instruments made with a slight defecation that would allow for his territory not to appear. I don't know, he substituted them for ones that were to be used. They had a river deflected, and he had what looked like a village built upon its banks. that you never see. And I think it was a town 10 miles farther up the valley. There's only one thing my father's afraid of. Only one thing in the world that could be used to find us out. What's that? Airplanes. We got about a half a dozen anti-aircraft guns, and we've arranged it so far. There have been a few deaths and a great many prisoners. Not that we mind that, you know, Father and I, but it upsets Mother and the girls. There's always that chance that sometime we won't be able to arrange it. Shreds and tatters of chinchilla, courtesy clouds in the green moon's heaven. We're passing the green moon like precious Easter stuffs paraded for the inspection of some Tartar common. It seemed to John that it was dry and that he was looking at some lad sailing above him in the air, showering down tracts and patent medicine circulars with their message of hope for despairing, rock-bound hamlets. Ska, 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 ska. Seemed to him that he could see them look down out of the clouds and stare at whatever there was to stare at in this place, whether he was down. What then? Were they induced to land by some insidious device, there to be immured far from patent medicines and from tracks until the judgment? Or should they fall and fail and fall into the trap? The chinchilla clouds had drifted past now. Outside, the Montana night was bright as day. Tapestry brick of the road was smooth to the tread of the great tires as they rounded the still moonlit lake. Past into darkness for a moment. Ungrown, ska, ska, ska. Pungent and cool. Came out into Broad Avenue alone with John's exclamation. Simultaneous with his taciturn home. Full in the light of the stars, an exquisite chateau rose from the borders of the lake. Then in a moment the car stopped before wide, high marble steps around which the night air was fragrant with a host of flowers. "Mother," Percy was saying, "this is my friend John Unger from Hades." Afterward, John remembered the first night as a daze of many colors of quick sensory impressions of music soft as a voice of love, the beauty of things. There was even a white-haired man who stood drinking a many-hued cordial from a crystal thimble set on a golden stem. There was a girl with a flowery face, dressed like Diana with braided sapphires in her hair. And there was a room with soft gold of walls, yielded to the pressure of his hand. A room that was like a platonic conception of the ultimate prison. Prison. Ceiling, floor, and all. Through the maze of these rooms, the two boys wander. Sometimes the floor under their feet would flame in brilliant patterns from lighting blood. Patterns of barbaric clashing colors. Pastel delicacy. Sheer white. Or of a subtle and intricate sake. Surely from some mosque in the Adriatic Sea. Robin tingles, welcome. It's Issy Paw. Hey, darling. This is Issy Paw. Ska. Get my earbuds charged up, push them in deep. Robin tingles. Fell asleep at dinner, Percy was saying. I nearly did too. It was such a treat to be comfortable again after the school year. Servants undressed and bathed you while you were sleeping. Is this a bed or a cloud? Percy, before you go, I want to apologize. For what? Doubting you when you said you had a dime as big as the Ritz Hotel? Percy smiled. I thought you didn't believe me. It's that mountain, you know. What mountain? The mountain the chateau rests on. It's not very big for a mountain. It's about 50 feet or sod and gravel on top. It's a solid dime. One dime. 1 cubic mile, diamond without flaw. Aren't you listening? So John T. Unger again falling asleep. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Welcome, man's burning curiosity. Oh, that was the end of part 2. Let's take a quick break, and I want to run a video for y'all real quick. Let's see here. Beautiful people. Thank you for being here tonight. We'll lead into part 3 here in just a minute. Right. Thank you, Izzy Bob. Yeah, now we're gonna do a song make you wanna sing. Sleep at night.
Doing crazy dreaming.
Crazy dreaming.
You're the reason why.
Reason why.
Hiding by the baby. Losing my mind. Try to save me. My world is faster and faster. The tears and the laughter. I'm here for the ride. Yes, I'm an emotional mess. Yes, but you wouldn't want me any less. Yes, 'cause you know how wild it could get. To loving emotional mess.
How's everybody enjoying the story tonight? I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. I read my novels, written a couple of books, other works in the public domain, submissions, and people like you. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Out of control. All kinds of crazy. Heard what I said. Robin. Thank you, darling. Late night, Jayscullybooks, groovy tingles, Robin tingles. Robin Ska. Robin Robin in one of our productions. Tingle. John says, I'll be looking. I need to get rid of the word. Bad guys need the righteous fury after. That's right. Sean Mormon. Ska. Sean. Ska. Mormon tingle. Get ready for work, I'm gonna get back. Righteous fury. Here twice. I've been cattails. I see you. Cattails. R-O-B-B-I-N, Robin Man. Ska, 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 ska. It was morning when he awoke. He perceived drowsily that the room had the same moment become dense with sunlight. The ebony panels of one wall had slid aside on a sort of track, leaving his chamber half open to the day. A man in uniform stood next to him near his bed. "Good evening," muttered John, summoning his brains from the wild places. Too loud or something. Oh yeah, it is too loud. My bad. How did I do that? Let's put this down to about 23. Ooh, my computer's lagging. Robin digs the music. Don't click it. Ska, ska, ska. Good morning, sir. Are you ready for your bath? Don't get up. I'll put you in if you'll just unbutton your pajamas there. Thank you, sir. John lay quietly as his pajamas were removed. He was amused and delighted. He expected to be lifted like a child by this guy. But nothing sort happened though. Instead, he felt the bed tilt up. He looked about him. The runway was arrived, folded gently back into place. He had been projected into another chamber, was sitting in a sunken bath with his head just above the level of the floor. All about him, lining the walls of the room and the sides of the bottom of the bath itself, was a blue aquarium, gazing through the crystal surface on which he sat. He could see fish swimming among amber lights, even gliding with curiosity. Yeah, gliding with curiosity past his outstretched toes, which were separated from him only by the thickness of the crystal. Overhead, sunlight came through sea, green clouds. Oh, easy pod, 299-345. She goes, "Are you dreaming about it, huh?" Right? G-Note, greatest narrator of all time. G-Note, aka G-Note, greatest narrator of all time. Tingle, tingle, tingle. You get a little extra. Ska, 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 ska. I suppose, sir, that you'd like hot rose water and soap suds this morning. I guess so. You say so. The man pressed a button and a warm rain began to fall. The water turned to a pale rose color, and jets of liquid soap spurted into it from 4 miniature heads. In a moment, a dozen little paddle wheels churned the mixture into a radiant rainbow of pink foam which enveloped him softly. And burst into shining rosy bubbles here and there about him. No fear, no fear. No fear. Popping in, tuck it in, tuck it in. John stepped out in a fleecy robe on a couch covered with the same material he was rubbed with old alcohol spice. Later on, he sat in a voluptuous chair which he was shaved and his hair was trimmed. It's good, it's good, it's good. Mr. Percy is waiting in your sitting room, sir. My name is Jigsum, Mr. Unger, sir. I am here to see Mr. Unger every morning. John walked out into the brisk sunshine of his living room, where he found breakfast waiting for him, and Percy, gorgeous in white kid knickerbockers, smoking in an easy chair. Chapter 4. This is the story of the Washington family as Percy sketched it for John during breakfast. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Light it up, Miss. Miss, lighten it up. The father of the present Mr. Washington had been a Virginian, direct descendant of George Washington and Lord Baltimore. At the close of the Civil War, he was a 25-year-old colonel with a played-out plantation, about $1,000 in gold. It's Norman Culpeper Washington. From that was the young colonel's name, decided to present the Virginia state to his younger brother and go west. He selected 24 of the most faithful, 5 tickets to the west, where he intended to take out land in their name, start a sheep and cattle ranch. Been in Montana less than a month and things were going very poorly. He stumbled on a great discovery. He lost his way one day. Food began to run out, and without his rifle, he was forced to pursue a squirrel. And then he noticed that it was carrying something shiny in its mouth. And just before it vanished into its hole, Providence did not intend that this squirrel should alleviate his hunger. It dropped its burden. Sitting down to consider the situation, Norman's eye was caught by a gleam in the grass beside him. Large, perfect diamond. SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs in the can, or is that baked spaghetti with cheddar cheese or tomato spaghetti? Spaghetti, signorino. Spaghetti. SpaghettiOs. Not a bacon sandwich. By then, fortnight, he'd estimate that the diamond in the mountain was approximately equal in quantity to all the rest of the diamonds known to exist. Just wasn't no way of valuing it. It was an amazing predicament. My girlfriend's cat stole my cigar band off the table, infernal creature. Oh man, a bacon sandwich sounds so good. Hang on a second. Tomato, no lettuce. Sorry, don't blame the cat. Does anybody know this story? Interesting. Read it in college first. There's some nice drums on that Jayscullybooks. I'm alright, I suppose. Getting ready for work, so that's a hiccup, but it's my Friday, so that's that. That's good. Not I, says Robin. No, but I read The Great Gatsby. This is some sexy jazz. Yes, alright. Well, Sean, happy weekend to you, says Izzy. Izzy Pop. I don't know. I think I picked out this music. Yes, you did. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of being down in New Orleans, you know. Got to spend a lot of time in New Orleans back in the day listening to jazz and just, you know, jazz from different eras too. Yeah, it's nice. Hey, people play outside too. They have a washboard and a spoon, you know, and just be going at it. So where's everybody broadcasting from tonight? What's the good music from your part of the world? Any famous musicians from your city or state or country? Yeah, I'm having to pace myself with my cup too. I don't want to run out too quick. Hey, John Boy Art. Hey, everybody, say hey to John Boy Art. Love me some John Boy Art. Hey, buddy. John Boy. Ska. John Boy. Welcome to the show, buddy. Virginia's for lovers, and I used to babysit in the house that Wayne Newton lived in. Well, that's cool. Popcorn Tango says Como. KCMO. Ithaca here says Robin. New York. Oh yeah, Learn and Grow with Dan, New York. Tingle. Yeah. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Don't know too many musicians from these here parts. Donnie Iris is the only one I can think of off the top of my head. Anyone would know. John Boy Art says, hello, Izzy. What's that say? John Boy Art says, hello, Izzy, Goose Man, and thank you for the amazing banner, man. Yeah, Izzy Pop made John Boy a great banner. She's so talented with that. John Boy. You're very welcome, John Boy. I'm just trying to spread the love. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and finding time to be with us. If you didn't get a chance to see Shawshank Redemption last Saturday night, catch the replay. It was a wonderful production. And you know, I do want to say one thing about the show, that it's tough putting those productions together. Spell check, Scully's House of Thrillers, Little Had Kids, Stay Long, What Happened When You Get Tired. Yeah. But, you know, you've heard me talk about, we got to wear a lot of hats. We put these productions together and broadcast our streams or whatever. So it's a lot that goes on, and it's not an easy thing to coordinate a whole panel of people up on a screen and make sure all their mics are in check, you know, and everything else. So, I mean, you can't bark at the help, man. I mean, hired help, but we ain't even paying them anything, you know. So I just don't put up with people that are inconsiderate. So that's all I need to say about that. Bill Guy 316. Fucking rude, some people. Oh yeah, we done had the giveaway, done the show, the freaking advertisement, whole 9 yards, you know. Great, one of the best shows we ever done. Fuck's sake. You know, fucking bullshit about it, man. Rude, I swear. No, we're done reading tonight, so I'm just going to chat with y'all for a minute. I love you guys. Bill Guy 316. John Boy. I like that banner. It's nice. Well, you know, sometimes even in your own communities where you live, there's just people you just gotta walk around, put up with their bullshit or whatever the hell happens, you know. Yeah, is it glitching? It's probably me. My computer's probably getting hot. But I appreciate everybody coming out, all you new members, and I'm gonna have some stuff coming up for all that, and we're gonna start producing grease soon. So, hey, thank you, Casper. You know, the fact is, my computer's gotten old by now, and it's 10 years old, and I guess it can't take all the broadcasting very long. You know, used to could do it, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right? YouTube sabotage, Phil Guy. Oh my God. Poor Phil Guy. He keeps wanting me to come on his show and do a collab, and I'm just like, oh, God, I want to, man. What we should do? We just do an interview, you know. I'll come up there. You can interview me. Check out John Boy art. He's a fine fellow. Drop John Boy's link in there, somebody. I imagine you did already. But... And Robin, thank you for being a part of our shows. You know, it was a lot of fun. You have a very soothing voice. You should talk more, longer videos. Talking to the microphone. Yeah, that's right. I was going to make an Amazon wish list. I guess some people I guess some people want to support the channel. They don't really know how. And sometimes you got to make it easy for people to press buttons. Lord knows if I press the wrong button. We'll get 1 million views. Yes, we go viral. Tuck it in. Doing the videos again. My parents talked and said I should never swing channel. I had some haters. They told me to block them off my channel. Exactly. Like to become a member? Check out the join button. Become a member of Scully's house. Scully. Lurking while I drive. Scully sounds also on my Jeep's Bluetooth, by the way. Scully. Gorman tingles. Gorman tingles. Thank you, Sean, for donating all the memberships that you have. Been a big supporter of our channel. Thank you. John, we are back doing videos again. Yes, you are. Learning, growing, and growing. Big hand out to Izzy Pop, Nose Lover, Kimmy Kims, moderator extraordinaire. Yes, I'm going to feed you soon. Promise. That's what my stomach sounds like when it talks to me. Yes, I'm going to feed you. Promise, check out John Boy art. You'll be pleasantly surprised. DJ Ska, DJ, welcome back. Oh no, you didn't. Shrimp and grits. Oh my goodness. Shrimp and grits are on sale tonight, everybody. We got the $2 special. Regular $2.99. Niz. You're so funny. That's a great name there. Sam. Sam. Look at Sam. Hey, buddy. Hell yeah. That's what's up. LB motherfucking G. Oh my God. That's awesome. Sam, what's up, buddy? We're getting ready to close it down here in a minute. I was literally saying to myself, I done made a motherfucker blue. Oh my God. That's awesome. That just made my day. That's so funny. Has anybody seen Stony Baker in the past few days? I'm kind of worried about it. I ain't seen him going live or anything. What's going on with Stony? Anyway. Yeah, okay. I don't think he's getting suppressed from me. You know, they kind of suppress the things from your feed sometimes. So, John Boy, what's up, buddy? Robin in. I think I've Stony on Hot Sparks. I think I've seen Stony. I don't know if I can read that too well. TWP. Ska. Probably that. Did y'all drop John Boy's link? Arlie's the lie. Arlie, I thought we took you in already, darling. Got the vibe going on, cooking it up. It's good. Last time I said hello to Stony was here for Shawshank. He posted a short of Albert the other day. Yeah, I gotta go over there manually and look. Blessings. Arlie's alive. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Try to bring regular content consistent. Catch up with a lot of the stories that are being requested. All right, babies. float to a lounge chair now. There's some chili veg just for you, Scully. Cattails, love you too, Scully. Y'all get over and get cattails now. Don't let her slip through the cracks. Let's drop that link for cattails. And get on over there and subscribe. Good to see you, John Boy, says TWP. Oh my goodness, Robin, you got to be made a moderator because you were in one of my shows. Hell. Sorry, I'm still catching up with some of this stuff here. Oh my gosh, Sean, thank you. Oh my gosh, Sean Gorman, 5 gifted memberships, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, some lucky 5 was going to get hooked up tonight. The Phil Guy 316 gifted a membership by Sean Gorman. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. John Boy Art. Hey, John Boy. That's what you get for being a good person at the right place at the right time. Holly Dolly. Yay, Holly Dolly Tingles. Gifted a membership by Sean Gorman. Hey, Squids. Also gifted a membership by Sean Gorman. Awesome, awesome. A great way to close the show tonight. I'm going to do something special for you in the next few days, all you members. I've got about 30-something members now, so I need to do something really special for you. And thank you, Sean. Y'all give Sean Gorman a big hand. Thank you, thank you. Cannot thank you enough. So nice of you. Wow, got a couple new members there. Let's see those emojis, guys. Y'all light up those emojis for Sean real quick. I know he's driving. He might not be able to look, but at least he can hear me talk. Light it up. Ska, 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 ska. Come on, everybody, light it up. Let's go out with a bang. Boom, chicka rah. Boom, chicka mia. Boom, chicka rah. Boom, boom, chicka rah. Ska, ska, ska. Warm and tingle, 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 boom, chicka rah, boom, chicka rah. Yeah, we need to give them some new emojis. That's right. Boom, chicka meow. Ska, ska, ska. Tingle, I see the light. It's in the distance. Light it up. Thank you guys for a wonderful evening. Thank you, Izzy Pop, for donations, everybody else. Say something. Robin Ann, thank you for your donation tonight. Miss Lover. Sean, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Brought to you by Brain Tingle Narrate. Night. Good night. Thank you. Tingle.
Ska. Ska, 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 ska. Tingle brain.